I did drugs and drank a lot, and I self-mutilated and got in a lot of fights. I got in trouble with the law a few times. I had a rough childhood and didn't know how to deal with it the right way.
Life is full of challenges all on its own. But if you have a child with emotional, psychiatric, behavioral, or chemical dependency issues, it can feel overwhelming. Willow Springs Center can help. Willow Springs Center is a residential treatment facility for troubled children and teens ages 5 through 17. The center was created to help young people and their families overcome their difficulties and return to healthier lives.
We have the unique opportunity to meet those kids and families that are entrusted to us on what may be the worst day of their lives. And if we do it right and we stay focused and we put our heart into it, we can make a difference that'll stay with them for the rest of their lives.
My name is Andrea. I was a patient of Willow Springs Center in 2005. I suffered from severe addiction and behavioral disorders. Willow gave me the tools to realize what I wanted in my life and the ability to achieve my goals. I'm currently in my 3rd year as a psychology student and will be starting my master's program very soon. Willow Springs contributed to a change in my life in such an influential and positive way that I will always hold on to the advice and values they shared with me.
Located in Reno, Nevada, Willow Springs Center is surrounded by beauty. To the west, Reno is flanked by the Sierra Nevada, with all it has to offer in the way of serenity and adventure. The jewel of the Sierra, Lake Tahoe, is just up the road, and to Reno's east is the high desert of the Great Basin. Willow Springs Center is particularly helpful for youth who continue to need intensive treatment after hospitalization, or for those for whom outpatient treatment is not effective.
Willow Springs wasn't the first treatment center that I had been to, but it was my last. I am proud to say that I am attending my 1st year of college. I'm majoring in nursing with a minor in psychology. Without Willow Springs' help, I'm not sure where I would be or what I would be doing.
They show up not knowing what to expect. And my job is primarily to make sure that the roadblocks are removed to treatment so that they can move forward successfully.
Parents have a lot of concerns when they first come here. First of all, it's really scary dropping your child off at a hospital. They're often afraid that the child may be over-medicated or is not on the right medications.
Within 24 hours of admission, the psychiatrist completes an assessment and makes recommendations regarding diagnosis and indicates if medication is needed. The psychiatrist will then meet with the patient at least once a week to track their progress.
Medications are not always necessary, and that's a huge concern for parents. Oftentimes they're very fearful that their child may be over-medicated. The first step in deciding what medication, if any, is needed for the child is to do a very thorough and detailed assessment. At that point, then I will discuss with parents what my current assessment of the child is, what I think their diagnosis is, and where we should go as a team. It's always a team decision with myself, the child, and the parent about whether or not medication is indicated.
The caring staff and comprehensive programs are all dedicated to one common goal: assisting children, adolescents, and their families identify problems and work toward solutions.
They were always there for you when you needed them, and willing to talk at 3 in the morning if you felt like it.
Even though I left Willow Springs 17 years ago, I still have fond memories of my time there and of the staff who were so kind and supportive towards me. I am now married with 2 little girls. I'm living in England and working as a guidance practitioner to young people.
The Willow Springs Center Adolescent Program is designed to help youth develop more successful ways of maintaining relationships. The staff seeks to enhance self-worth, confidence, interpersonal skills, family cohesiveness, and academic achievement.
We have a program that's called Up and Away, and that's designed right here at Willow for that one age range from 10 to kind of 14, but basically to separate them from the older population and the younger, because they need their own programs, and that's what makes it unique. The objective is to teach them new goals, new motivation, new skills, communication, getting along with peers, building relationships, working with your family. It's all based around the patient and what they need.
Each team participates in individual, family, group, and recreational therapy as determined by an individualized treatment plan that has been designed by a number of staff members that make up the professional treatment team.
Another great thing about Willow Springs is just the collaboration between all the different departments, the doctors, the nurses, the therapists. They get together and really, dissect a case and work to provide individual treatment with every kid.
There is a wide variety of different residential treatment centers in the country. Many have a therapeutic model rather than a medical model, and they're more led by a therapist. At Willow Springs, the medical model and the physicians as psychiatrists, and mostly child psychiatrists, are heavily involved and do lead our treatment team.
Professional treatment team members may include psychiatrists, clinical psychologists, marriage and family therapists, licensed clinical social workers, case managers, staff nurses, mental health technicians, activity therapists, and teachers.
I'm heavily involved in all aspects of patient care. I work with the children very closely on how they're doing in school, how they're doing in their individual therapy programs, and their family therapy sessions. I also work very closely with the parents to have a very accurate diagnosis of the child and also to make sure they're getting the most effective treatment.
Individual therapy sessions take place weekly with an assigned therapist. Each licensed therapist carries a small caseload so that appropriate attention may be paid to each child. Family therapy sessions also take place on at least a weekly basis and are a crucial component to the overall treatment program. The purpose of family therapy is to identify both the strengths and the areas needing focus in the current family system.
We would just talk about things that had happened in my childhood and things that hadn't been dealt with the way they should have been.
Group therapy takes place on a daily basis. Patients are encouraged to discuss their feelings and accept feedback from their peers. Group therapy provides support, guidance, and a safe venue in which to practice new social and coping skills.
One of the specialty programs we have here at Willow Springs is our DBT program. It's a self-contained program. It's one of the only fully adherent DBT programs in the nation, focused on that. All of our staff have been intensively trained through the intensive program through Marcia Linehan, and that allows us to provide just amazing treatment for these kids. It's pretty special to kind of see some of the outcomes that we've been having.
My name is Emily. I was in the DBT program. I was scared at first, but then I learned that the power to change my life is in my hands, and nobody can change that or take that away from me. Willow Springs Center gave me a life worth living.
Some of the big complications that the patients that enter into the DBT program are there's a lot of suicidal ideation, parasuicidal behavior, self-injurious behavior, self-harm. And so the DBT program is meant to address specifically these issues to first and foremost be sure the patient's safe, and then reducing treatment interfering behaviors, as well as then have a life worth living and a high quality life.
Recreational therapy is an additional treatment component at Willow Springs Center. Patients have regular group activities with certified recreational therapists. In addition to outside activities, patients may earn the privileges of going on well-supervised therapeutic outings.
We'll go on walks, we will go to the movies, we'll go bowling or miniature golfing, we'll go up to Lake Tahoe. It allows us to watch how the kids are interacting in the community, how they're behaving in the community.
Patients at Willow Springs Center live in dormitory-style housing that provides 24-hour interaction with peers and full-time clinical staff within a locked, secured setting, which allows patients to feel safe and comfortable. It often gives parents peace of mind as well.
And so having the availability to know that they're being watched, and they're being watched by staff that know what they're doing and know what to look for, is sometimes a sense of relief.
Patients also share a gymnasium, a spacious courtyard for recreational activities, a playground, and the Challenge by Choice ropes course, which encourages emotional, physical, and intellectual growth. Individuals are challenged to go beyond their perceived boundaries, to take safe risks as the group supports them. Challenge by Choice builds upon the relationships that develop team spirit and cooperation.
And these are kids, okay? So they have the same needs and wants that other kids do. So we do some fun things, because even though they're in treatment, even though most of them are far away from home, there have got to be activities and things that make them want to look forward to the next day and to work hard and to keep pushing even on those tough days. One day we decided we'd go out and buy some big 5-gallon drums of ice cream and put it out on a big cart, rolled it around, and we made ice cream cones for every staff, every kid, every visitor. A couple of parents that were coming through got ice cream cones. Everybody had ice cream. It was a good day.
Willow Springs Center houses on-site education through Truckee Meadows School, a year-round state-licensed private academy. The school operates on a 9-week grading period and provides classes through the high school level, emphasizing behavior management, self-control, and improved academic and social skills. All teachers meet or exceed State of Nevada certification requirements in the subjects they teach at Willow Springs Center.
Our classroom sizes are very small. Our teachers are usually no more than 1 to 13 to 15 students per classroom. And the great thing about that is the teachers know these kids, they're able to recognize their needs, and they're able to address them.
Emphasis is placed on developing effective classroom coping skills. Areas in need of improvement are targeted, and a collaborative effort on the part of the education staff and the student is initiated. With parental consent, the child's previous school is contacted. A school plan and an educational program is then developed. Teachers at Truckee Meadows School act as educational advisors to the treatment team.
They go to staffing, so they meet with the psychiatrist, with the psychiatric nurses, with the other people that are on the treatment team that are focused on helping these children to be successful.
They came into us, they weren't sure that they could accomplish certain things that they wanted to. When they're here, they learned that, yeah, they can. They can do it.
It's because I kept thinking, why are all these bad things happening to me over and over again? And I just thought it was bad luck, but then I started realizing that it wasn't bad luck, and it was because of my actions and my patterns and things like that. And it started hitting me, and then I realized everything all at once that I had been doing.
You know, I tell the kids all the time, it's not about getting out of here, it's about staying out of here.
By the time that they go home, we do hope that they're able to function in all areas of their life and get back to being a kid.
The program works. Children can get better.
Our son is coming home to us, healthy, happy, in great shape to start a new life, and that's a gift our family will never forget.
Our 12-year-old daughter is currently at Willow Springs. We are so amazed and overjoyed at the progress that we're seeing in her. It was a really difficult decision to put our daughter in a residential treatment facility, but we are so glad we did. When we visited with her recently, she made more eye contact with us while smiling than we've seen in years.
You know, it's great to see parents when they come to pick up their kids, because when parents comment, this is the kid I used to know, and this is what I look forward to. It's a special thing, and this is why we do what we do, is to transform lives, and it's a really cool experience to have parents feel that sense of hope again.
I probably wouldn't have even graduated high school, let alone be going to college for anything. I'm now independent and have my own job and go to school and do all these things, when 4 years ago I was almost gone and, you know, high all the time and all these things. It's just a huge step. It means the world to me. It saved my life, literally, because I know I wouldn't be here today without that, without Willow Springs.
For more information, visit willowspringscenter.com or call the Willow Springs Center Admissions Office at 1-800-448-9454. We look forward to hearing from you and helping you along the road to complete healing as a family.